Hey guys, I'm Joe and you've reached the Anarcho Truth YouTube channel. And for this video, I'm gonna cover this whole Neotame deal going on. I mean, this is just like a completely, absolutely insane situation. I guess it's not really surprising that it had to happen, but I mean, reality is stranger than even science fiction, it seems to me. I mean, so yeah, it looks like the organic industry has been contaminated, and that shouldn't be such a big surprise. But it is disheartening, to say the least. I mean, for the last year or so, I've been shopping at HEB, and they have organic everything up in there, and I love it. You know, they have organic chips that say non-GMO verified on the bags. You know, all kinds of organic stuff, and I'm seeing more and more non-GMO stuff in HEB, and I'm loving it. I think it's great. You know, but I've always kind of been suspicious too. Like, man, it sure is awesome that HEB's just hooking it up with the organic. You know, and I started to notice that I was feeling like everything was okay, so my BS detector kind of got turned on. I was like, wait a minute, this might be too good to be true. You know, it has that big USDA Certified logo on it, so that definitely always made me suspicious. You know, it didn't make me feel safe and secure, because I'm not a huge statist who thinks that government regulation solves all problems, which is a recurring theme in this whole situation with the Neotame. But I don't want that whole experience I had at HEB to be ruined. I mean, it just makes me mad. I'm very upset. I'm not surprised, but I'm upset that apparently the fun may be over with this whole organic thing, and you know, I'm gonna have to keep changing my lifestyle until I find something that's, you know, poison free and, you know, anti-cancer, because that's what I'm all about. But back to this whole Neotame. It's basically a new, it's Aspartame 2.0, and NutraSweet plus the FDA equals Neotame, which also equals aspartame. But it's actually apparently more toxic than aspartame. Oh, and I'm so sorry, I haven't even mentioned yet that I'm reading this article with the headline USDA Certified Organics, A Dirty Little Secret, Neotame, by Barbara H. Peterson, and you'll see the link below. I totally forgot to even introduce that. It's a great article. If you haven't read it yet, you should pause this video and read it, because it's just that good. And basically, I'm just giving you my thoughts. I'm not about to read the whole article because it's long. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on points that she mentioned. But back to where I was. NutraSweet plus FDA equals Neotame. It's even like Neo too, so it's like the new aspartame. It even says it in the name. Definitely. But for those of you who don't know, aspartame and apparently Neotame, which is worse, they are artificial sweeteners, and you know they're marketed as if they are awesome alternatives to sugar, and you'll lose weight and your life will be great if you just drank tons of diet soda and all that stuff. Where actually these are actually neurotoxins. They're called excitotoxins, and basically they make your brain cells get all excited until they die off, basically. So definitely something you'd want to avoid at all costs, right? Obviously. I mean, that's what I want to do, and have work to do ever since I started learning about aspartame. But yeah, bottom line, to be avoided at all costs, and that's why the whole organic industry is apparently being compromised by this, and that's why this is a big deal to me. and why it should be a big deal to you, especially if you're into the organic stuff. But the article also mentions that it's not going to be labeled, of course. I mean, it's ridiculous. Just like the GMO salmon, apparently they're not going to be allowed to label that either. And it's so ridiculous with the labeling. Like, I'll see something in the grocery store that'll say, I can't even remember what I saw, but it was basically this company said something on their product that was like, it's not contaminated with this, such and such chemical or whatever, right? And there's an asterisk on it at the end of the statement, and that's the company statement. And then somewhere else on the product, there's an FDA message that says FDA does not consider there to be a difference between such chemical and the other chemical, like trying to downplay what the people selling the product are trying to express, that hey, we don't poison our product, and then like they're mandated to have this FDA message that says they're full of crap, it's just fine, don't even worry about it. So I mean, that's how far they're going with the labeling. Of course they're not gonna let it be labeled. Even the people who do label this stuff, they try to counter label it on the same product. I mean, it's totally crazy. And it's obviously a hoax and a scam, just like everything else basically in reality, it seems. It's just a huge scam, basically. It's a con job. Quoting from the article, it says, and it is even included in USDA Certified Organic food, unquote. And I'm just like, duh. I mean, statism is designed to delude people into thinking that by creating an agency or a department or something, that some kind of problem is automatically taken care of no matter what. Oh, there's an FDA, food drugs taken care of, DEA, drug wars taken care of, Department of Health and Human Services taken care of. It's all taken care of because there's a bureaucracy there. So therefore it's automatically taken care of. And that's the ridiculousness of statism. I mean, of course it's going to be corrupted and all that stuff. That's what the system's designed to do. I mean, it's obvious. It's not surprising at all that it's certified USDA organic. So the average person will look at it and be like, oh, cool, man. USDA is awesome. Even though they support, factory farming and Monsanto and all that stuff. Oh, they're awesome and trustworthy. That's what people think. But it's a joke. It's a joke. But Neotame will not be listed on the ingredients for organic food and certified kosher products with the official letter K inside the circle on the labels. So there you go. You just gotta be smart and trust your instinct. Are those products gonna have Neotame in it? I don't know. Maybe we can find some people who are smart enough to like buy these products and test it somehow to find aspartame in it, and then they can make a website and tell everybody which products exactly have or Neotame in it. That'd be awesome. Why not? That's what the info war is all about. I'm not smart enough to do it. I'm talking to anyone who's smart enough to do it, obviously, if that's their field of testing products for Neotame. That's not me. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go over my points here. Once again, since people think the government is in charge of all labeling, that the problem is automatically taken care of, and that it's all honest, and that the people in charge of doing the labeling, on the ground, boots on the ground, people at the warehouses doing the inventories and all this stuff, you think that's all anything more than half-assed, because I bet it's not, especially since it's mandated by the government for the government. Guarantee it's half-assed and not trustworthy at all, because that's the nature of the system. Just like when I was in the Army, I mean, come on, dude, it is a joke. It's amazing that, that the organization flows the way it does, because it's pretty ugly bureaucratically.